Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your girl T. We back with another video. Yes. Um, a lot of things, haven't been really any newsworthy of actually, you know, coming out or whatever. But I did read like something on the Steelers page where it was something was saying like this ain't good for the offensive coordinator or something like that. Our offensive coordinator is Arthur Smith. So I read it. I was reading it, and it was like a reporter saying like, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers wants to if he does join and sign there, he will want to call his own plays. If he does, he ain't even signed yet. But if he does want to do that, so be it. You know, I feel like there's how can I put this up? I feel like some of Arthur Smith's play calling is very predictable in a lot of ways that defenses know what we already gonna run. And if Aaron Rodgers signed and he got something different, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And he's a veteran at the end of the day. He knows the game just as much as the offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith, and shit like that. So, you know, I don't know if that would be an issue with Arthur Smith. And the way he be play calling, he's a heavy run offensive coordinator. At the end of the day, he loves running the ball, but at the end of the day, you also have a guy like in DK that wants the ball and want to be able to get some catches, some targets, and you're gonna have to throw the ball in certain plays. So, yeah, that's like the only thing I read. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if that was a report in writing or if it was Aaron Rodgers, cool. There's nothing wrong with that because I would like to see something different in the offense personally. Yeah, we know we run the ball and shit like that, but I would like to see some things switch up because like every year, you know, the defense cool and shit like that, but we run the same shit every year in all offense. Nothing really changes. Nothing like really like, oh wow, get out your seat type shit for us to like cheer about on offense. All we looking for offense is three and out. It's really sad to think that way as a Steelers fan. You know, I know a few Steelers fans that think the same way as me. Like, I'm not really super excited for the offense. I don't know because at this point in time, our offense needs to score. At the end of the day, yeah, you need a defense and stuff, but that at the end of the day, when it matters, that shit ain't gonna get it done. You're gonna have your offense gonna have to be able to find a way to score on offense. The players on that team got to execute. No point blank about it. It's a different era. Yeah, the other era, you can have a defense and you can get away with not having really a good offense. But now this time in this era of football, you're gonna have to have an offense that's able to is willing to score in different situations when it's time to like when the game is on the line, you're gonna have to score. It's nothing. You gotta execute. It is what it is. But yeah, if that's true, if Aaron Rodgers want to call his own plays, well, if he signs, let him. If he signs, that's what I said. I would like to see something different in his offense. Um, if he can bring something differently in his offense and not be so boring. I know I'm sorry, but the offense is boring. I'm sorry to say that as a Steelers fan, it sucks. It really sucks, and I be bored every time the offense come out because I'm gonna look for three and out. Oh, if we get down the field and we don't score a touchdown, field goal, Chris Boswell. That's all I'm looking for. That's the mindset I have for this offense, and it's sad for me as a Steelers fan because I want this. The reason why I like, because a lot of people be like, "Well, you're not a real fan and shit like that." No, I just hold my team accountable, unlike something different than you would. I want the team to do good, but I want it done in the right way. I want like I don't want this like the same old rhetoric. Oh, the standard is the standard type shit. Um, you have to erase that mindset of the standard is the standard because these are a new set of new. You have young players on your team, and you're talking to them. The way the message is, you talk to them like you got Ryan Clark, Troy Polamalu on your team, Big Ben, Martavis Bryant, AB, Hines Ward. Like you talking to them motherfuckers like they they them, and they are different era. Ryan Clark and Troy Polamalu, Hines Ward, AB, all of them. Those are different players. You have DK, Roman Wilson, Calvin Austin. You got Will Howard, Jack Sawyer. You have so many young guys. You can't really speak that same message to them. Really, they young guys. It's time for a new change, a new something. Like give these young guys a different message instead of the same old rundown message that you gave. What is it, like 2011? Like we're not in 2011 or those past other like 2010 and shit like that. We're in 2025, and I hope that like I said in the past, like a lot of just when you bring a new set of era of Steelers players, a young set of guys, you're gonna have to switch that message. These are different, like these young players are not trying to hear that old, like this is a new set of era. No disrespect, like it is what it is. Yeah, Troy Polamalu, but they not Troy. These guys are not. You gotta understand, the guys back then, they did what they did. They, followed the Steelers' way. But you have a young set of guys as of now. The names that I just said, Barnes Jones and all of them, like they don't really follow that message like that. They'll listen. Of course, they're gonna listen to Mike Tomlin. Yeah, they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, my team, he's a really good guy and shit like that." But when it comes to the shit that matters and the games that matters, we do not show up. And I don't know. I'm wondering what exactly is the message now. I really don't know what's the message. I feel like it's been lost because we haven't won a playoff game since 2016. It's been a while. And yeah, you could sit there and say, well, he has a good regular season record, so what's the problem? He's a guy that loves the players love him. Yeah, that's true. But it's not when there's no games when it matters though. You have to understand, from my standpoint, as a fan watching, it's been a minute since 2016. And like games that really matter, we don't show up. So what's really the message? What's really going on? Yeah, we could put the blame. We could say the coaches, but it's not just the coaches. It's also the players too at executing in these games. But like I said, man, it is what it. We'll see when it comes to time to play. But y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube side. Thank you, TikTok side. I appreciate y'all, and I got another video for you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.